Hello, my karma babies, and welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I must admit to you guys that I've done a whole lot of things to avoid talking about this. Be fair warned that it's descriptive. It talks about being unalive, and the sad part about it, it talks about people being unalive in Jackson, Mississippi. Guys, let's start facing the facts as we see them. Let's face the facts of what's going on around us. I mean, how horrible. I'm going to read a little bit of an article for you because I want to make sure the facts are straight. And there was an interview done by a young lady by the name of Anna Nawaz, N-A-W-A-Z. And I think she really brought home the point of what was happening. The discovery of 215 bodies buried in unmarked graves behind a jail outside of Jackson, Mississippi, has left a community in disbelief. Think about that. 215 bodies buried behind a jail, unmarked graves in Jackson, Mississippi. The families are angry because they were never notified of the deaths or how their loved ones even became unalive. There's several people on it now, of course, after 215 people are unalive there, and who knows where else or what else has happened. We won't know until it's made public like this was. This piercing situation happened because a revelation came to a few months ago. And the mother of a 37-year-old young man by the name of Dexter Wade. The mother had filed a missing persons report in March. And it wasn't until August that she discovered that her son had been unalived by a Jackson, Mississippi police car and just buried without notifying her or any other family members, just buried back there. Now, the mother had been diligently searching for her child. She called them. I read one report where it said that she faxed them a copy of his face, photo of his face. She made them aware. She gave them his name. She couldn't figure out what had happened to her son. It was like he was here one day And then the next day, he was gone. They told her, and many, many others, that they were unable to identify the people. So if you were just found on the streets of Jackson, somebody just murdered you, they just took your body and just put it in an unmarked grave. They didn't investigate it. They didn't do anything. As a matter of fact, Mr. Wade had his identification in his front pocket. How could you do? How can that be? What are they doing? From the last report that I saw, Jackson, Mississippi is the worst crime center in the whole United States. The worst. It's not falling apart. It has fallen apart already. How can anyone legitimately say, oh, we just found these bodies here, or we found this body over there, or whatever, a police car hit it and we just took it in and put it in an unmarked grave, a shallow grave in the back of a jail, and it tells how some reports of how there's vultures flying around that area because the graves are very shallow. They just probably took, from my understanding, inmates and had them dig a grave, and then they just put them in there. They didn't investigate anything. Dexter Wade had his wallet in his front pocket. They could have easily identified him and given him a proper burial. He didn't do anything wrong. He's walking and get hit by a police car. There needs to be an overhaul of the entire political entities in Jackson, Mississippi, from the water to this, to the crime. Every day there's someone being murdered, being shot, being killed, being unalived every single day. And that is the capital of Mississippi. You would think that as the capital, it would be the safest spot in Mississippi, but it is the worst in the whole United States. And now it's come to 215 bodies. You know, I shied away from talking about this because it just hurts to the core. My condolences to those families, to those mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. My condolences to you and your family. I pray that much, much more attention is paid to this, because this is absolute pathetic. As a mayor, as the mayor, how could you sit back? Maybe you weren't aware of it, but you are now. Who's getting paid for all these crimes, these bad drug deals that go bad, or you know, I just want to unalive somebody, so I'll just unalive them, dump them on the streets, and I don't have to worry about, they're not going to investigate. They're just going to throw them in a shallow grave and just keep on going like everything is fine. How can you sleep at night? How can you walk around in the daytime and look at people knowing the way that you've disregarded life. We've got to do better than this. Are we human? Don't we care anymore? Or is Jackson just a lost cause? There needs to be an uproar, people. An uproar. How can we sit back and just allow this type of treatment to anyone? It is so disgusting, so vile, horrific. And, you know, when you come on and you say things about race, people, oh, why you got to bring black people in this? Why you got to bring white people in this? Why does it have to be this way? Well, because that's what it is. There are some white people there, but the majority are black that were buried back there. The majority are black. The city is majority black. And we just sit back and let people treat us like this. This is the type of treatment that we get from our black mayor. From our from our police station that are black. This is what we're providing and giving to each other, people. I don't care who gets angry about it. I don't care who gets mad about it. It is what it is. And it's happening because it's happening to black people. And nobody gives 2 cents. And the whites that it had happened to, they're probably considered the very, very unfortunate, very poor. It's very sad what has happened, what this world has come to. The treatment is horrible. Remember, though, how others treat you is their karma. How you respond is your karma. Guys, I'll see you very shortly in another video very, very soon. Bye-bye. I love you guys. Bye-bye.